I don't know. I have to disagree. I think that dinosaurs did exist. And if you don't, then I guess we're going to have that conversation for another time.
All right.
Hi, everybody. It's Jared Wade, Communications Director with the Town of Avon, and I'm here with Shelby Marshall. She is I'm saying brand new, but you've been here for how long now?
3 months.
3 months. And she has hit the ground running, and we thought it would be kind of fun to do a little let's chat about the Parks Department, give you some information about what the Parks Department does, a little bit more information about Shelby, who she is, what brought her here, all of that fun stuff. If you're watching live and you have questions, put them in the chat, and I'll do my best to get as many of those answered as possible. If you don't have any questions at all, that's totally fine as well. You can just hang out and listen and have fun. So, Shelby, welcome.
Thank you.
Are you nervous right now?
No.
Good. See, right there, she's on par. She's doing a great job. Normally, I do these with Ryan and with Ian and with Bill. So I appreciate you taking some time to come in here and just chat a little bit about who you are and what you're bringing to Avon Parks. So let's start with some simple stuff. If you don't know Shelby and you live in Hendricks County, I'm shocked because everybody knows Shelby. Shelby, tell us a little bit about yourself, anything you want to talk about in regards to your family, your history here in Hendricks County.
Yeah. I've been a Danville resident my whole life. My family are farmers in Danville. We have beef cattle. I have a small sheep herd, and then we do row crop. So very familiar with the Danville and Hendricks County areas. I graduated from Danville High School. I went to Indiana State University, graduated in 2014 with a degree in recreation and sport management with a concentration in youth leadership. I've had a few jobs since then. A wide range of things, but Parks is where my heart has been. Nonprofits is where my heart has been. So it kind of led me here. And when I heard about the job opening for Parks Director, I applied and went through the interview process, and I was blessed and lucky enough to receive the job.
Well, we're excited to have you here. So you went to school for sports and recreation?
Yep.
What took you down that path? What was it that you were like, yep, that's the degree that I'm going to go in?
It wasn't my initial field of study. I was recreation and sport management my junior and senior years, and really only because I was elementary education my freshman and sophomore years, and it came to a point where I needed to decide, do I continue with ed or do I switch? And educators have a huge place in my heart. They do amazing work, but it's not something that I think I could have been fully happy with. So I went and talked to some advisors, talked to some professors, and they said, you would be great for this program that we have, because it kind of tied those worlds in together of youth and leadership development and nonprofit side with the parks. Government's not exactly nonprofit, but it works together.
Sure.
So the degree at Indiana State was really set up for Parks and Recreation.
Nice.
Yeah.
So it's a hot fire question, if you will. What's your favorite sport and what's your least favorite sport?
Favorite sport would be volleyball. I played all 4 years of high school, and I played club ball. So I played year round, basically for 2 full years. Least favorite sport? I really don't know that I have one. Probably something that I don't know much about, like
football, soccer, baseball. I don't know anything about any of those sports either. So
those are things I kind of know. I mean, I can tolerate those, but I just never really have understood soccer. Honestly, it's just
it's the only sport that I played. So it's the one common ground that we could have had, but that's all right. Let me ask you this: if I were to play a sport, which sport should I play?
I could see you as a wrestler.
A wrestler. Boom. There you go. Is that going to be a new program that the Avon Parks and Recs are going to be doing? Or are we going to do wrestling programming?
Probably not wrestling.
All right. That was worth a shot, right?
We're an Avon school district, so they have the amazing youth sports through the school. So check out Avon Wrestling.
now, one of the cool things, though, kind of taking a sidestep away from wrestling, and the school does have amazing programs. We have a lot of different parks. Mm-hmm. And I know walking into the position, it's kind of like Did you ever play Legos when you were younger?
No.
You never played Legos? Did you play Play-Doh?
Yeah.
Okay. So like when you have Play-Doh, you have Legos, and it's just kind of like there's nothing there, and you get to create whatever you want in that area. You kind of get to do that, don't you? Because how many parks do we have?
Well, right now, the only park with development on it that people know is Avon Town Hall Park.
Yep.
Which is right here behind Town Hall where we're located. It's got the lake, massive walking trail, fully paved, fully accessible. Just off of that is kind of when you go up to the old barn, there's a lot there. We call that the Firkins property. So that is undeveloped currently. It does have a concrete pad on it. That's where our summer concerts have been held. So we built this concrete pad so that the bands could be there in the summertime. So that's really the only thing that's there right now. Across from 625 is the Summer Lot property. That is about 33 acres of blanks. I call it blank slate land because just like you said, I mean, these things they don't have anything on them right now. It's fully open to development. And it's one of the things that drew me to Avon was these blank slate properties. So I'm working with landscape architects right now, going through this process as we speak of developing these park properties. So I talked about Summer Lot, the Firkins property. We also own land at Dan Jones and 100 South. You might have seen that sign there, future Avon Park property. We own that. That is connected to Burnett Woods. So that will, right now, what I'm hoping to do with it is kind of a nature-based themed park because it leads right into the Burnett Preserve Trail.
Gotcha.
So there's that. And then we have land that was gifted to us by the Turner family. We call it the Turner property for now. And all of these names are subject to change. We lovingly name them after, a family that's donated them or whoever we've purchased them through. So that's where the names come from right now. And that is down Dan Jones across from that new housing addition there. It's kind of down in the valley. And it's, again, blank slate. So again, I would love to do more nature-based, accessible play on that parcel as well.
Is there a dream design? Like, is there a certain type of park that you're like, man, it would be really cool if we could do blah? Yeah. I'm not saying that this is definitely going to happen. I'm just saying from a dream standpoint, is there a dream that you have?
Yeah. The Summer Lot property that I talked about just across 625, in my eyes, it would be a perfect place to do an agri park.
Oh, okay.
And have just this land where people can come and play. There would obviously be a play aspect to it, but there would be some row crop and some field space there where people could learn about where their food comes from and, eventually host maybe a couple pop-up markets, farmers markets there, and really bring people to that space. Being with an agriculture background, I think that would tie agriculture, play, parks all together and just be this beautiful marriage of what that looks like. I would envision, a play area that's agriculture related with a barn, maybe instead of a playhouse, like a small scale. And then definitely some agriculture features. They have combine and tractor playscape areas that would just fit in so perfectly there. So pipe dream of mine.
Yeah.
And I think it would be really great because Avon, I don't know if you know this and many people know this, but the Parsons family, which is actually in Danville now, started in Avon. They're a large family farm and their great-great-grandfather, Adrian Parsons, invented the soybean.
Really?
The war. Yeah. And so that originated here in Avon. So I think that would be, again, tying into that agricultural education piece that it would be perfect over there.
Avon, Indiana, home of the soybean.
The soybean.
You learn so much by watching these, don't you? There's just so much going on. A big question that we always receive throughout the entire year is questions about parks. Yep. Questions about things that are happening. Of course, the website is really the best place to go. There's a calendar integration. The Parks Department has their own individual place on the website where they share photos and they do all kinds of cool reveals and upcoming information. Same with the police. there is some confusion, and I think this is okay to talk about this, but there is a little bit of confusion because there is two different park systems. We have the Town of Avon Parks and Recreation, and then there's also Washington Township Parks and Rec. And I think we get a lot of phone calls about questions in regards to Washington Township Parks and Rec, and they probably get phone calls about Avon Parks and Rec. So in your opinion, what's kind of the best, you talked about, I think, 4 different parks that are there. Out of those 4 parks, really only one of them right now is used for play purposes and gatherings and community. Actually, 2, I should say, 2 of those, the main Avon Town Hall and then the Firkins property. So outside of that, the other park, they probably should reach out to Avon, Washington Township, correct?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. And I know their website is good too. They host a myriad of information on their website. So either website will get you to where you need to go.
Yeah. And we're always updating. I know something that is on my plate of things to do is create a better mapping system. So that way you can easily see where our parks are located, what's going on in those parks and things of that nature. So we're always evolving and we're always growing and we're always making things easier to find for you, as well as to just share with your neighbors and family and friends and things of that nature. So I would be remiss if I didn't say, hey, something's coming up here pretty soon. You want to do a drop for what's happening in like a week and a half?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Holiday season. We are doing our tree lighting. This is a joint effort, as we talked about. Avon Town Hall Park, the Parks Department, the Washington Township Parks Department, and the Avon Chamber of Commerce have all come together to bring you the 3rd annual Christmas tree lighting. It will be here on Saturday, December 3rd from 3 to 6 p.m. Santa will be making an arrival at 3, shortly after 3. He'll be available for pictures in the council chambers here in Town Hall. The tree lighting will be at 6 p.m. So we've made it more of a festival type so that people can come grab their pictures, play. We'll have food trucks, hot chocolate, a coffee vendor, and then some activities out in the far lot where the police department is. And then the tree lighting will be at 6 p.m.
Perfect. If you want to find out more information about that, go to avongov.org/tree lighting, and that'll give you all the details of what's going on. Just as a little mental note, a sticky note, if you want to put in the back of your brain, the photos for Santa, they're going to be using your cell phone. So if you want to grab a picture with your child, with your family, with your friends, and Santa, we don't have a professional photographer coming and taking care of that. So we would encourage you, bring your camera, bring your phone, whatever it is that you capture, bring your Polaroid, bring your like old timey, they are back in. I actually have a little portable one that you can just it syncs up and then it prints out.
That's fantastic.
I don't know why I have that, but I do have that. So I could bring that and then I'll just be randomly taking pictures and taking Polaroids. I probably will be taking pictures regardless. But yeah, bring all of that, and we'll see you on December 3rd. Shelby, anything else you want to throw out there to the community to let them know about you?
Follow us on Facebook so you can see all
the social
fun
plug
things happening.
Yeah, Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah.
Both of those locations, Instagram and Facebook. I think there's links available on the website as well. So if you have troubles finding them for whatever reason, you can always reach out to us here at the Town Hall, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. till 4:30, or you can email us. All of our contact information is online. If you have just no idea who to talk to, you can also email questions@avongov.org, and that will get to the right person. Again, questions@avongov.org if you just have absolutely no idea who it is that you need to speak with. Shelby, I'm going to shake your hand like I do with everybody. Thank you so much. If you have questions for her, reach out to her. Otherwise, you'll probably see her December 3rd live and in person, and you can ask all kinds of questions. I, however, have to go apparently do some research on wrestling. So with that, have a good one. Bye, everybody.
Bye.